Hey everyone, Chef Cameron Tait here for Outdoor Canada's Wild Cuisine. For me, this is my most favorite time of the year, fall time, and that means duck. I'm going to show you a dish here that is really classic from France. It's called a Duck Leg Cassoulet, and a lot of people know what to do with the duck breast. I'm going to show you how to do something with the duck leg, and it's called a cassoulet, and it's typically made in an earthenware dish here, like a casserole dish. It's got all the different kinds of ingredients that you would find in your fridge every single day. Let's get cooking. So for a duck cassoulet, there's a lot of different recipes, but I'm going to show you one that is pretty simple, and again, it's just simple ingredients that you have in your fridge. So let's take a look. So down here, you know, not everyone has an opportunity to harvest a wild duck. You can buy a duck in your grocery store. It just has a little bit more plump of the muscle and the legs, but it's the exact same thing. With a cassoulet, there's 6 main ingredients. You've got onions, bacon, garlic, tomatoes, we have fresh thyme, and navy beans. You can put some fresh herbs like thyme and parsley in there. So really, this is all about simple ingredients and done in a very simple way. Okay, let me show you how to debone the duck. So what you want to do is, I push my fingers in here to really expose where the joint is. So I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to go basically on a 45-degree angle. One here and one here. So let's do that. You're going to run right along that breast meat. And I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to put it underneath and I'm going to push that socket, the leg out of its socket. Now let's do the other side. And this is the key to get all that meat, is to push that joint out so you can expose it right there. So now what I'm going to do is spin it around, get all that meat right in the back there. There's an oyster, has all that meat, and we're going to run along the back, and this is where a sharp knife is really important. So there's one. Second one, it's already out of the joint. It's really simple. All you have to do is cut through that little cartilage piece here. Get all that meat, cut through that oyster. And right along the back. And there you go. There's number 2. So with the duck leg here, you want to remove a little bit of the excess fat. And it just runs on the outside part of the leg here. A little bit of fat is okay on the inside. Let's take a look at the other one. So basically, it's all on the inside part of the leg where you have a lot of the fat. And again, the one that you buy from the store will have quite a bit more fat. Don't chuck this out. It's really good for melting the fat down later. So we're gonna take our garlic, and all you have to do is just give it a little smash. I like leaving it a little bit whole like that. And we're going to take our double smoked bacon, and I like it really nice and chunky. It's about like 1-inch pieces like that. Okay, and now we got some kosher salt, both sides. And then some black pepper. Remember, seasoning is always the most important thing at this stage to develop the flavor. And there you go. All right, searing is where you get all your flavor, remember that. So we've got a cast iron pan here, and I've got it on medium-high heat, and we're just gonna add in just about a tablespoon of oil. And we're gonna take our duck, and I always sear it skin side down. And this is where a cast iron pan, it holds the heat so well. Just put it in there and just let it do its thing. It's going to take about a minute 2 minutes, to sear on the first side. And then once it's golden brown, we're gonna flip it over on the other side. Okay, let's take a look. Look at that beautiful golden brown. That's just so much flavor there. Flip that one over. Let's sear it the same on the second side, nice and golden brown. So we're going to take the fat here, and we're going to just pour off all the fat. Now we're going to put it in, we're going to keep it like that, but we're going to keep it on medium heat. Now let's put the bacon in. And the garlic. We're going to sweat this down basically just until the fat is rendered out. Take a couple minutes, but we don't want to crisp it up. And the double smoked bacon smells so amazing. So much better than just a regular bacon. So the fat has rendered out of the bacon, but there's no real color to it yet. So now we got these really nice pearl white onions. Put those in there. We're going to cook these down probably around 3 minutes to get them slightly soft and a little bit of color. So it's just starting to brown a little bit. That's what you want. If it browns too much, sometimes it'll make it a little bit bitter. So now what we're going to do is, we got some white wine. And then some stock. You can use any kind of stock, whether it's a chicken or a turkey, or even better yet, some of the duck stock that you make. Okay, and we're going to bring this to a boil. Let's turn this up. And we're going to season it a little bit with some black pepper. We're not going to put any salt in at this point because of the bacon. And now what we're going to do is we'll put in our bay leaves, and then our tomatoes. And the acid from the tomato is really what helps break down the connective tissue. And the acid will always do that. And we got some thyme. Let's put in about that much, a nice pinch. Stick it right in there. Okay, we're going to let this come to a nice simmer. So here we go, we got our really nice seared duck, and we've got our casserole pot here. It's an earthenware dish. You can use a regular one, or you can use a cast iron pan. We're going to put these in the bottom. Okay, now our cooked navy beans, make sure they're really nice and tender. Okay, and now our simmering stock. Take this, and it might seem like quite a bit of the stock, but the beans actually absorb everything really, really nice. Okay. There we go. How does that look? Amazing. So our duck cassoulet is ready to go in the oven. This is a really nice dish because it is a little bit form-fitting and it keeps all the moisture in, and smells amazing with the smoky bacon and the stock and everything. Okay, we're gonna put just a little bit of parsley in here, and it makes it really nice and fresh tasting. Okay, now we're going to put this in the oven, and it's going to go into a 300-degree oven for around 3 hours. Just let it do its thing. We're going to try it after that. We want it super tender and basically falling off the bone. Okay, let's go in the oven. Okay, so it's been around 3 hours cooking in the oven, in the earthenware pot, but really the time is not really the most important thing. The most important thing is that it's tender. So I've checked it, and the meat is actually just falling off the bone. Let's take a look. We've got some really nice cooked garnish here with the beans and everything. Smells amazing. So tell you what, really don't be afraid to try something a little bit different. A lot of these ingredients you can find in your fridge. This is one of my most favorite dishes. Happy cooking.